All right, got a little pseudo live stream workout here today. Deload week, max speed, dynamic loading, testing out 10-yard live plus 20. Bar deadlift, 405 as many reps as I can get in 40 seconds. Might do a little test as well. See what the audio sounds like with this massage gun here running through my little PR to start. So I mentioned it before, but not a big fan of the long drawn out workouts or warm-ups. A little 30-minute warm-up just to sprint. I ain't got that kind of time. What's optimal? But when I've tested a 30-minute warm-up, running something through the lasers, then doing a 5-10 minute warm-up, ran through the lasers, it's not really a significant difference between warm-up time. So why not save time, do the most efficient way possible? This RPR here gets the muscles going. Reflexive performance reset, if you haven't heard of it. One of Cal Dietz's things. So I used to do a big 15-minute warm-up full of correctives before lifting. Still feel like crap, and then went to Minnesota, picked this up. It takes about 2 minutes to do. You just zap certain neural points in the body, almost like an acupuncture kind of thing, with either your hands or massage gun, and turns the muscles on. I'm not a big fan of using terms like that, activating, turn the muscles on, because if your muscle is working, you can use it, then it's activated, it's on, unless you have some type of spinal cord injury. But I'd say what it really does is limit your compensation patterns. So one of the big things for me is before I used to feel a lot of lower back pain during squats, deadlifts, that kind of thing. And after learning about RPR, it was basically my glutes were signaling less. So the moving pattern is supposed to be your glute, hamstring, and then opposite side QL fires in a squat pattern. But if you're experiencing that lower back pain, it's most likely opposite. It's QL, hamstring, glute. So I notice a big difference with the RPR. Lower back doesn't hurt when I do those, when I do the RPR. So it takes about 2 minutes. Pivot the camera around here. Knock out some goat drill. Goat drill is basically running in a figure 8, keeping the eyes locked on something, performing math equations. So another drill made up by Cal Dietz. Really overloads the brain, primes it for skill development, neuromuscular coordination. So I actually have an app I built for running the goat drill, doing math problems, but with the camera, if I don't have it. So if I don't have the app available, I'll either do the Fibonacci sequence, so counting 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, up until I get over 100, or I'll do the alphabet backwards. So I'll try the alphabet backwards today, see how that works. While on camera, let's see how fast I can get it done. I, X, D, W, T, R, S, Q, O, P, N, N, L, A, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, E, A. I feel like I definitely skipped a letter there. I might have not said J. But got my brain working, got me thinking. That's also a pretty quick one to do. After that, I like to get in some prehab for the ankles. It's about one of the only things I picked up from college track. We do these sock walks every day before practice. So walking on the heels for about 20 yards, walking on the toes, insides of the feet, outsides of the feet. I like doing this one because I feel like for the most part, throughout coaching in the day, I will get some type of, the essential movement pattern: squat, lunge, push, pull, hinge through demoing or warm-ups, but not really doing much for the ankles. So I like to get them going. I definitely just missed the walking back on my toes. I skipped one, so we'll get that on the way back. But I think that this loosens up the ankles, especially beneficial if you have ankle injuries. And knock on wood, I've never sustained an injury below my knee other than shin splints. So ankle mobility is about the only mobility I have. After doing the sock walks, I'll come over to a rack and I'll knock out spring ankle position 2. So high heel, low knee, about 30 seconds on each side. Like the ISO effect, because it provides that healing effect for the tendon. So Achilles and patella tendon here can also help loosen up some of the knots in the calves and quads if they're feeling tight. I think it was Jake Turra. He put out a post that talked about how doing some short yielding ISOs like this before a speed day is beneficial. I saw the post. I think I bookmarked it. Forgot to read into that, but it's a good resource to use there. Get 30 seconds on each side. Just about 30 seconds. I don't know, I wouldn't really count. The only real true mobility I'll do is for the hips. So we'll get forward and lateral swings in. And I don't count out the reps. I just do them until I feel loose. I guess I only do hip mobility because that's really my trouble spot, but it's kind of a double-edged sword because I got these bone spurs and torn labrum, so it's, I can only do a certain level of mobility without it causing additional damage. So I can pretty much feel like the inflammation in the hips because of the damage in there when I do speed or lower body work. So really just trying to loosen up some of that scar tissue, some of that inflammation, get some blood going into the hips here, but it doesn't work. Hips are toast. But I still want to sprint, so I sprint. Should I? Well, if you ask a doctor, absolutely not. But I do it anyway. I had already had surgery to remove both the bone spurs my freshman year of college. But ended up growing back. It's kind of a habitual thing. Got some underlying medical conditions, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to throw the cleats on now. Hit some dribbles. I'm normally a fan of the barefoot sprinting. Most of the time I'll do my sprints barefoot, but I believe the last time I tested the Fly 10, I was out on the football field, so I had the cleats on, so mostly just want to keep the actual testing consistent with whether it be cleats, barefoot, track, that kind of thing. But the barefoot sprints are infinitely better. I mean, if you're ever dealing with any plantar fasciitis, ankle injury, shin splints, knees, that kind of thing, bro, take the shoes off, run barefoot. It'll also help your reactive strength and your ability to get up off the ground as well. You'd be surprised. Your RSI will probably go up if you start doing some plyos, jumps, sprints, barefoot, and your injuries will go away. I'm going to position this bad boy How far are we? I don't even know the range on the mic, so hopefully that doesn't disconnect. It's showing up green right now. So on Excel day, I'll do acceleration build-ups. On max speed day, I'll do dribble build-ups, and I'll get more into the dribbles here after this set here. So start. The dribbles look absolutely silly to perform. Some people say it looks like a little trot you're doing, going to the bathroom, but you're talking with Dan Path at Summer Strong. He said they're one of the best drills you can do for max V, especially if you have some type of injury, just because the intensity is high, but the eccentric force on the joints is low. So with the dribbles, you're able to focus on certain positions, such as hitting the thigh pop, working on getting close to 5 strides a second, and then really beat up the joints. It's beneficial. So I'll normally progress to the ankle dribbles, then I'll go mid-calf, then I'll go up to the knee. As I start them off, I'll instantly try to get to that 5 strides a second, and then basically try to cover some more distance, increase the stride length as I go through. It's also useful to try to relax while you're running. It's a hard concept though. Relaxing while trying to produce maximal force and speed. I guess my focus, the only thing I really try not to relax is the ankle dorsiflexion. I pretty much try to focus on the dorsiflexion at all times, but then relaxing the upper body. You don't want the tight shoulders and all that jazz, but easier said than done. We'll rip one more here. Get the knee dribbles last but not least. Relaxed. See what we're going to hit for this 10-yard fly with a 20-yard build. I think, let me pull up the, not sure if I can pull up the OVR here, the video rolling. Put this bad boy right there. And we'll just go off of the screen on the OVRs. Don't want to mess up the video here. I'm bad at technology if you can't tell. Oops. I think this one's still counting. I'm going to hit maybe a little 50%er here. Make sure we're all calibrated. See how we're feeling today. Oh, haven't even hit the workout button on the watch. Got to see what the heart rate's at. My restoration, instead of waiting the whole 1 minute per 10 yards of sprints, I just go off a heart rate. So I'll use the time as a guideline, but really just try to get down pretty much around 130 or below before my next rep. I find that's a lot more accurate. Trip a little half speed here. was relaxed, felt smooth. Gotta go around the camera here. Not really good visuals per se. Yeah, here 126. 126 is not bad for the amount of effort I put in there. I think my best on this one, all-time best 108, 109 is the training cycle best. Hit that last week, so trying to get somewhere similar there. I did not have my water. Left the water upstairs. That's a tragedy. After we rip these sprints, might have to pause the video, take another one in order to get the water. Let's see, on this first sprint, it was a 126 on the 50% trial run, so I'm thinking we go full speed here. I think we'll be sub 110. I think we will be. Feeling relaxed, feeling good. Heart rate's at 115, we're gonna let it rip. Am I in your way here?
Oh, no. I'm not in your...
No, I'm going that way.
Yeah, just
Alright.
playing with batteries.
Just checking.
Not important at all.
Decent acceleration. I think I stayed at a nice low angle. Tried to relax. I think I was focused on stride length over rate on that one. See what we got. 111, so not bad. Not bad for the first one. 0.02 off the training cycle PR. 0.03 off of the all-time PR. Throw a little 2-minute rest time on here. See what the heart rate's looking like after that. That's not bad though, I'm pleased with that. The max V is the tough part for me. Acceleration, since it's more strength power focused. I mean, I'm decent at that. That used to be my downfall for track. It was always a bad accelerator. It had elite top speed once I could get going, but now it's the opposite. Like, I can hit 1.5s. 1.55 was my 0 to 10 the other day, so that's pretty decent. That's respectable. But I mean, this 20 to 30. I mean, most cats are, I wouldn't say most, but you know, respectable is low 1 or high 9s. Meaning 0.98 to point or to like a 1.03. But you know, that in the cards for me with the hips. That's where I really feel the hips is doing the max V stuff, and it's almost like the brain can't sync up to the legs. I guess it's sensing the issue there, to where body, where I'm trying to put in more force into the ground, brain's trying to down regulate that and say we ain't got the force to give. So I feel that, and then also feel like past about 20 yards that the stride rate also kind of slows down. It's hard for me to maintain that consistency of around 5 strides per second. But I choose to sprint. I want to sprint, so I know I'm not going to be blazing no more, but trying to get to 4.6 or 4.740. My all-time best is a 4.59 at a camp I ran. I think it was after sophomore year of high school. Since I've started timing them, with the gates and whatnot. My best has been 4.88, I think. Last deload week I was at a 4.93, so hoping to get another train cycle PR somewhere low 4.8s. See what I can get with this 10 here. Heart rate's back down 103. I'm gonna let her rip. I'm feeling pretty fast. Might be muscling it with the upper body, but these are feeling better. They're feeling fast compared to where I've been at. Let's see what we got here. 1.10. All right. Went from 1.1 to 1.10, or 1.11 to 1.10. Supposed to have one more of these, but if I continue dropping time, I want to see what I can get. Consistent today, though. I think I'm going to try to be slower here, or slower to rise. Take my time, the low angle, but feeling decent, not bad, but also a bit of a tough training day. Had to wake up at like 5 to take the lady to the airport. Got a nap in after, but kind of skipped breakfast. Had 2 Kodiak cake muffins. Had some chicken teriyaki for lunch. Perfect bar and banana for a snack. Feeling hungry, but I'm on a cut, so that's to be expected. Interestingly though, since starting to cut, I'm down from 215 to, I think I was 202 this morning, and haven't noticed like a significant difference in speed since dropping like 12 pounds, so that's interesting. Almost kind of means I'm getting slower, but again, the tough thing for me to work through the phases is as I try to taper, get faster, get these distances longer, cause the hips to feel worse, so that's a challenge. You really got to be particular with the program design. It's kind of why I haven't bought anybody else's program or tried that out, just because I'm very sensitive to I'm not sensitive, my body is sensitive to the volume and whatnot, and I tried the whole adapt or die method with that, and I died. Guess 32-year-old bones can't bounce back anymore. Let's rip one more of these. See what we can hit. Stay low. Stay low and push. Stay low and push. 107. Let's get a 107. Felt like I stayed low. Felt like I had a low angle. I did feel some backside mechanics on there, so I might have stayed too low. We'll see what that time looks like. That'll determine whether I run a fourth one or not. I want a PR. 105, fuck yeah, we'll take it. Hell yeah. Sick. Very pleased with that. Get these gates off. Pause for some water. 105. Hell yeah, baby. Alright. Guess now we know the key is to really trust that low angle. I'm gonna pause. Actually, I'm gonna do one more to try to get the OVR on cam. Hopefully I can hit another PR somewhere close with that on.